Hey guys, hope everybody's having a great day. I want to take a little time today and do an overview of one of the earlier, what I would consider premium knives that I got out of the Kizer Blade series. And it was designed by Matthew Christensen, and it's a beast of a knife. I love the look of it. I love the knife, and it is the Matthew Christensen Kizer Critical. This is the thumb stud deployment Kizer Critical, and I'll have specs for the full-size Critical in the description, and you can get it off some of the websites. They also make a flipper version of this one. I went with the thumb stud version. But just to give you an idea of the full-size nature of this knife, I've got a medium to large size hand, and you can see when I put a full grip in that handle, I've got plenty of room on the front and the back. It is a very big knife. I want to say it's probably 3.75, maybe even a 4-inch blade. But this thing's on washers. It has got action that is to die for. Full titanium, S35 VN for the blade. Wicked Wharncliffe. Really slicey. Great for opening packages. Great for utility cuts. Great for cutting just about anything, guys. It is it will rip through some material. I can middle finger flick it. I can thumb flick it. And again, if I was horizontal or vertical, you'd see that it does actually drop shut with very little effort. But this knife has been really popular. It's kind of was, when I saw it in its full form, I don't know if it was because it was a Blade Series knife or it was because of the speed holes, but I don't think they were selling at a very ferocious pace. But they brought out a couple of models that I want to show you in just a second. But let's do a quick size comparison on the Kizer Critical and look at it next to the Cold Steel 4MAX. You can see it's a very full-size knife, guys. It's not much smaller than the 4MAX. And it's much bigger than the Civivi Baby Banter. Benchmade bug out. Good bit bigger than the Benchmade bug out. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. It's going to be real close to the size of that PM2. They might have a little bit of blade on the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, but the handles are very similar in grippable or grabbable size. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea of how the Kizer Critical sizes up with other knives that it might be in our collection. But what Kizer then did is they came out with the Vanguard series of the Mini Critical. The Mini Critical was unique that it was a flipper model. It was, of course, smaller, and instead of having the S35 VN and titanium, it came with micarta and a 3V blade. The blade style, the blade shape, the body shape is identical. So you can see I can still get a full 4-finger grip on that knife, but it is the smaller variant of the Kizer Critical. It's a liner lock, has very, very good action, and it uses the traditional flipper. Well, then White Mountain Knives saw the success of that knife, and they do some of the coolest exclusives in the game, and they came out with this Mini Critical in 3V with a flipper and a thumb deployment hole, which for me really kind of changed the game, because I love the full-size Critical. It's a great knife. I do carry it, but it is big, guys. And both of these knives, I want to say, are around the 3-inch blade size, maybe a little less, but they give you that same look, the same feel of the Kizer Critical, except they're in micarta and 3V as opposed to S35 VN and titanium, and they're much smaller. So take a look at these guys compared to the Benchmade bug out, and there you go. you've got a couple of knives that fall right in the size of the bug out, even though they're going to be not as narrow as the bug out, but a good carry size that's going to be very consistent with the bug out. So guys, that has been Javon's observations of the Kizer Critical Matthew Christensen design and the mini criticals. I hope you guys liked it. I appreciate y'all stopping and watching my content. If you've been inclined, I really appreciate you subscribing. And what I appreciate more than anything is if you please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to the right. Look out for each other. I love you all. Peace.